Mr. Lichtenauer's Art. Young knight, learn to have love for God, honor women and maidens, to promote your lessons, and learn things which adorn you, and curry much favor in war. Good wrestling techniques, lance, sword, and knife, wield valiantly, and make useless in others' hands. Hew in and land a hit there, let hang and let go, so that your wisdom one may masterfully prize. Here begins a good common lesson of the long sword, yet much good secret art is locked within. If you want to show art, look left, path right with hewing, and left with right if you wish to fence strongly. The first lesson of the long sword is that, before all else, you shall learn to hew the hews correctly, if you otherwise want to fence strongly. And hear it like this: when you stand with the left foot forward and hew from the right side, the hew is false and incorrect if the right side remains behind. Therefore the hew will be too short, and may not have its correct path to the correct side. Or, if you stand with the right foot forward and hew from the left side, if you then do not follow after with the left foot, then the hew is again false. Therefore note, when you hew from the right side, that you always follow after with the right foot. Also do the same when you hew from the left side, so your body is in correct balance with it. In this way, the hews will be hewn long and correct. Whoever goes after hews, they permit their art little joy. This is when you approach someone to fence, you shall not stand with your sword and wait until after they hew their hews to you. Note that all fencers who look upon another's hews and do not wish to do anything other than oppose, they permit themselves quite little joy in art, because they will be severely struck by it. Hew close to what you want, no change comes to the shield. To head, to body, do not abandon the hits. With the entire body, fence what you wish to perform strongly. Hear it like this: when you approach someone to fence, whatever you then want to fence, you shall perform it with the strength of your entire body, and hew in with it nearing to the head, and with it you force them, so that they must oppose, and therefore may not come to any disengage (durchwechseln), because you come too close to them with the point. If they then come with the opposition strong to your sword, give them a touch to their left arm, and step backward with it, sooner than they realize what happened. Hear what is simple: do not fence left when you are right, and if you shrink, you are also very clumsy in the fencing. This is a good lesson, and touches upon a left-hander and a right-hander. And know how you shall hew so that one does not win your weakness in the sword in the first hew, and hear it like this: when you approach someone to fence, if you are then right-handed and want to fence strongly, don't hew, specifically the first hew, from the left side, because it is weak, and you may certainly not hold against when they bind to you strongly. Or, if you hew from the right side, you may well hold strongly against, and work whatever you want at the sword. Similarly, if you are left-handed, also don't hew the first hew from the right side, but rather hew from the left side, because it is quite awkward and against the art for a right-hander to perform from the left side, the same as it is also to a left-hander from the right side. Before and after, the two things, are a wellspring of all art. Weakness and strength. Indes, with it note that word. So you may learn to work and assess with art. If you frighten easily, never learn any fencing. This is, before all else, that you shall correctly hear and understand the two things, that is the before, vor, the after, nach, the weakness, Schwäche, and strength, Stärke, and the word indes, because the entire foundation of all art of fencing comes from them. When you correctly hear and understand these things, and most importantly, do not forget the word indes in all pieces which you perform, you will indeed be a good master of the sword, and may indeed teach princes and lords, so that they may well survive with correct art of the sword in sport and in earnest. When you come sooner with the hew or otherwise, so that they must oppose you, work nimbly indes in front of you with the sword, or otherwise with other pieces, and let them come to no further work. When they come sooner than you with the hew, so that you must oppose them, work indes with the opposition nimbly with the sword or otherwise, so you take their before with the after. That is called before and after. Now you shall, before all else, know weakness and strength of the sword. Hear it like this: from the crossguard until the middle, that is the strength; from the middle until the point is the weakness. And how you shall work at the sword towards the weakness and with the strength, you will find that all written hereafter. Learn 5 hews from the right hand against the weapons. Then we believe, wishing to learn in art. There are 5 secret hews. Whoever can counter them with correct art without harm, they will be praised by other masters, and it is fair that they shall continue to be rewarded for their art than another. And how you shall hew the hews with 3 pieces, you find that all written hereafter. Rathhew, crooked, crosswise, has squinter with peaker. Fool opposes. Pursuit, overrun, offset. Disengage, retract, run through, slice off, press hands. Hang, wind with openings. Strike, catch, sweep, stab with shoving. Here you will be told the main pieces of the art of the sword, what they are each called, with their name, so that you can continue to hear and understand them. Note the first, the 5 hews. The first, the 5 hews. The first is called the wrath hew, Zornhau. The second, the crooked hew, Krumpau. The third, the crosswise hew, Zwerhau. The fourth, the squint hew, Schielhau. The fifth, the peak hew, Scheitelhau. Now note hereafter the pieces. The first are the 4 guards, vier Hütten. The second, the 4 oppositions, vier Versetzen. The third, the pursuit, Nachreißen. The fourth, the overrun, Überlaufen. The fifth, the offset, Absetzen. The sixth, the disengage, Durchwechseln. The seventh, the retraction, Zucken. The eighth, the run through, Durchlaufen. The ninth, the slice off, Abschneiden. The 10th, the hand press, Hände drucken. The 11th, those are the hangings, Hängen. The 12th, those are the windings, Winden. Therefore the hews and pieces are 17. You will find them written hereafter equally one after the other, and what you shall fence from them.